It's like a meditation for me to cut vegetables. It's a meditation for me to go to the grocery store and pick out the ingredients that I like. And I like to do it very carefully and just take my time. And it's a calming process for me. I used to practice law. And now I don't do anything related to law. I'm trying to do more of the things that I love these days, and I really enjoy cooking. So 5 years ago, I had gone to this naturopathic doctor in Hawaii because I've been having seizures. He put me on this really strict diet of no processed foods, no dairy, no fruits even. He wanted me to clear my system. It was sort of a detox. I remember like the first few days I tried to do that diet. I was craving, all of these foods that I had been used to eating. But then like time went on and I just got used to this new diet, and I sticked with it pretty strictly for 4 months. Those 4 months, I have never felt that good in my life because I just realized how much food like affects my energy and my health. So I think that was like the beginning of when food started becoming really important for me. So earlier this year, I spent 3 months in India. I was there from February to May, and most of the time that I spent was volunteering at Manav Sadhana in Ahmedabad. While I was in India, I just really loved everyone receiving their lunches and tiffins. Families send lunch to their husbands or kids or whatever. I just thought it was such a cute thing. And when I came back from India, I spent a couple days with my friend. Evening, we were just talking about like how, I was just talking about how I love cooking, and I think we just got on this topic of tiffins, and so she was very like, taking it towards this business angle, like you could do this and do that and make it huge and all this stuff, and then I was kind of going with that for a little while, but then at like some point I thought about Karma Kitchen, and I thought about Seva Cafe in Ahmedabad. I just thought, what about making a gift economy? I would say most of the ingredients I use are organic, and I've also kind of been trying to balance like vegetables and have one vegetable, one grain, one bean. And very rarely I'll put a sweet in there because I know that I think sweets and sugar just cause a lot of health problems in general, especially in our society where we're just, like anytime we're stressed, we eat something sweet. Anytime we're sad, we might grab ice cream. So I try to stay away from that. Each person who receives a Tiffin also gets a little card. It's similar to a smile card, I guess, but it's customized towards what this is. And it says, you have been served an organic, vegetarian, homemade meal. This meal has been offered to you as a gift. We encourage you to pay the gift forward in whichever way you are inspired. There's no need to wash your Tiffin, but please be sure to return it so that we can continue serving others. Enjoy. I like to include this so that the person who's receiving it kind of knows what it is, and that that there was care put into this, and it's not just a meal that you get when you go to a fast food place or a restaurant, or it's not just pizza delivery, that there's something more to it, and that's why I like to include it. I really like the smiles on people's faces. It's almost a relief for them that they don't have to cook that day, or they don't have to go out and and find their lunch that day. And then not just a relief, but also sometimes like a real joy. Just so happy that someone's come to give them lunch. And I just really love the reaction on so many people's faces when they see the Tiffins, because a lot of times I don't think that's common in our culture to use Tiffins. I just remember one time bringing a Tiffin to this girl at UC Berkeley. Her friend, who lives in another state, had emailed Karma Tiffin saying that her father had just died, and so she wanted to send a Tiffin to this girl, and I didn't know her. I had no idea who she was, and I brought her a Tiffin, and she gave me the biggest hug, like for few minutes, you know, a really long, warm hug, and it was just such a nice thing to receive from somebody who I didn't even know. What was special about that is that, like, I walked away from there feeling full, like this girl gave me this hug that was gonna just last me the whole day, and it wasn't just me giving, it was like she was giving to me in a way too, and so I really liked that circle. I really just like the idea of using food as a way to heal in general, and just remember that whatever I am doing is making a difference, and not so much thinking about what I'm not doing, but thinking about what I am doing, and then just trying to do that more.